All right, I've never had access to this before because there's always been a fence up against the road and they charged admission to get into this high school ball field. And this is a little area where everybody would sit in their lawn chairs and stuff. So let's see what's in this little area right here. All right, here are the first 5 signals. 2 pennies. Whoops, sorry about that. 2 pennies, a quarter, a dime, and some copper wire. All right, here are the next 5. 2 more pennies, a dime, piece of foil, and a piece of a top off of a drink. And I haven't moved very far, just 1 sweep's worth right along there, along the fence line. Hoping to find some jewelry. A few more dropped quarters, hopefully. All right, here's 11 through 15. Zinkin battery. So that comes in as a 4 on the Equinox 600. So one of those little tabs off of a drink. Quarter. And look right here on the ground, a really crusty Zinkin. Bonus find. Still haven't gone very far. This is what we call a TRE, target rich environment. There's just so much in the ground here. Hopefully some jewelry. Okay, here are 16 through 20, and here's the variety you're gonna find. Coming in at a solid 4 on the Equinox, right here, or excuse me, a solid 6. Yeah, wadded up tinfoil. Crusty Zinkin. Copper penny. Don't know whether you can see that or not, but that is a zipper pull with the some of the material still attached. All right, and look at this little button or cuff link or something. This came in at a 22.23, and it says FS. FS stands for Farm Service here in our neck of the woods, which is a company that assists farmers. So, interesting little find there. All right, 21 through 25, coming in at a solid 18, piece of fencing. You got to expect that when you're up against a fence. And a 12, 13, 14, another piece of fencing, but smaller. Copper penny, crusty Zinkin, and pull tab. Okay, coming in at 26 through 30, quarter, dime, copper penny, another one of those FS Farm Service buttons, and pull tab. Okay, coming in at 31 through 35, 2 crusty zinc pennies, a quarter, a dime, and large piece of foil. Also, by the way, on the quarter and the dime, that was a coin spill in the same hole. It was ringing up at 28, 29, and I thought, man, this is too high for a dime. This is too low for a quarter. A dime popped out, and I'm thinking, well, there might be something else in there. So I rechecked the hole, and sure enough, the quarter was there as well. So you got to be careful on those in-between signals because they are oftentimes a combination of 2 or more coins. All right, coming in at 36 through 40, 2 copper pennies, a pull tab. These things just sound so sweet. They're these little foil tops off of drinks. And look at this. A nice little baseball charm. And shout out to Mo Digging, my neighbor to the south. I saw him pull one of these charms this week as well. And funny, you know, that this baseball charm would be right by the baseball field. Unfortunately for me, mine's not silver. Mo Digging, I think his was 925 silver. But this is not 925 silver. Oh well, better luck next time. And congratulations to Mo Digging. And here's number 41 through 45. 2 more zinc pennies, a copper penny, a pull tab, and a quarter. So, what did I say, 41 through 45? That's 45 signals, and all I've done is one sweep wide from that fence to this fence. That, folks, is a target-rich environment. Okay, here's numbers 46 through 50. 2 quarters, a dime, a zinc penny, sorry about that if this is out of focus, and a piece of foil. Here's numbers 51 through 55. Quarter, zinc penny, piece of foil, can slaw, piece of foil, and that wadded up foil sure sounds good. And you can tell I'm next to a ball field. Louisville Slugger, it says, and I think that it's a zipper pull, but I'm not 100% certain on that. So Louisville Slugger takes me back to my youth. Okay, I believe this is 56 through 60. Another piece of that can for can slaw, pull tab, 2 quarters, and this little piece of bling. I'm not sure what that is, if that's supposed to be a racket or just a piece of bling, but hey, it's an interesting piece of bling. But bling it is, nonetheless. And 61 through 64, another piece of that wonderful sounding foil, 2 more zinc pennies, and this is what the Equinox is great at. Look at that little tiny thing, and I don't know, it's something off of a piece of clothing would be my guess. So there you go, on my second swing through this area. Okay, I've got a swing up against the fence and a swing coming back, and I'm up to 64 target. All right, my third sweep coming back. So my first sweep was like 45 pieces or something. My second sweep was like 19 pieces. Here's my third sweep coming back, okay? Great big old piece of can slaw, piece of wire fencing. Hey, look, an old ring pole. 2 quarters, 4 dimes, a nickel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pennies. And Adrian, I'd love to be able to find you, but that's not exactly precious. So 2020, all right? Oh, by the way, big mega coin spill. Most of the pennies, the nickel, and probably at least 3 of the dimes came out of one hole that was ringing up as like a 22. So you got to be careful and check those. I'm going to guess that out of those 13, 14 coins that are dimes and nickels, dimes, the nickel, and the penny, that probably 10 of them came out of that spill. So, all right, there you go. It's a wrap. Okay, so there you have it. Metal detecting a target-rich environment, a TRE. You got 12 quarters for $3. 8 dimes, $3.80, a nickel, $3.85, 30 pennies, $4.15, and 6 pieces of bling. Right there. Right by the side of baseball fields, target-rich environments. You gotta dig all this because you never know when one of those targets coming out of the ground is going to be silver or gold. All right, sorry if there's wind. Yesterday you saw me take 3 swaths of, or 3 swings worth of distance from the fence out and pull 80 targets out of that little area right there. We're gonna finish this off today. Yesterday it was sunny and 55 degrees. Today it's 3:45 in the afternoon. It's been cloudy all day. It's only about 40 degrees right now. It's been spitting snow all morning long. Luckily the ground is warm enough that it hasn't stayed. Sorry for the wind and the background noise with the traffic, but this is a high traffic area. But we're gonna check out the rest of this right in here today and see how many targets we come up with. Okay, here are the first 5 targets. Big old piece of can slaw, stinking zinkin, nickel, 2 dimes. I'm going to show you this because in a target-rich environment, you're going to find more than your fair share of this. And there it is, a surface find, quarter. And that was number 10 for today, along with pulling these out of my pocket, the foil drink cap, the pull tab, the aluminum foil, and yet a second quarter, 6 through 10. All right, here's numbers 11 through 15, 2 more quarters, a nickel. This came in as a solid 5, just some sort of foil. Whoops, sorry about that. And obviously that's like tape or something. I don't know what it is. That came in as an 8-9. Now, why do you dig a 5? Why do you dig an 8-9? Well, could be a gold or a silver earring. You never know. All right, here's the next 5. Pull tab, nickel, thick piece of foil, thin piece of foil, zinc penny. Here's the importance of digging the trash. This thick piece of foil and this penny were literally almost right beside each other. I didn't know the nickel was in the hole until I removed the foil. Okay, here are the next 5. Can slaw, big old piece of wadded up foil, ring pull, quarter, crusty zinkin. All right, here's numbers 26 through 30, a Mike's lemonade top, and 2 dimes. Actually, that's, 3 dimes and a penny. Those 3 dimes and penny were all in the same basic little area. Okay, here's 31 through 35, half of a pull tab, which sounds a lot better than a full tab, or sounds more than half better than a full tab. Here you have numbers 31 through 35, a half of a pull tab, which sounds more than half as good as a full pull tab, a full pull tab, a screw, piece of foil, and a dime. There, got all that out of my mouth. All right, so I'm done with my first swing down from the end of the dugout right down to here. 35 targets in this TRE, target-rich environment. Okay, when we last talked, we were at 35. I've now done a half of my second sweep. From there, moving too fast, from the sidewalk, right up through there, right up to even with the dugout. And there's 36 through 55. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of can slaw. 1, 2, 3 pieces of foil. 1 piece of fencing, 1 ring pull. Penny, 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 penny. Quarter, quarter. And I don't know, this looks like some sort of a rivet, grommet, something. All right, an interesting button with a shank on it. Hey, shout out to all those Easterners finding those 1600s, 1700s, 1800s buttons. This is a 21st century button, guys. There you go. And hey, my first ring, unfortunately, nothing precious, just one of those aluminum kids junker rings. All right, I finished my second sweep and I did a third sweep coming back to the sidewalk. And here's what you have. Not nearly as productive. A key, a quarter, a dime, 5 pennies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pieces of trash for 21 total pieces, and 21 and 55, if my Iowa math is correct, makes it 76 total targets in 3 sweeps. Okay, Here's the wrap up of day 2, 8 quarters, 6 dimes, 3 nickels, 14 pennies, a key, a button, and a cheap aluminum ring. There you go.